What's poppin'? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. And today we will be talking about Suicide Squad. This is a game which was initially met with contempt, negativity. This ain't the game we want. This ain't Arkham. This ain't Batman, etc., etc. And then, of course, the news came out it's going to be a live service, game as service style game. People didn't like that either. End up getting delayed, pushed back. And then they recently dropped a alpha for folk to get their hands on and check it out. And personally, I played the game. It's cool. Not for me. I'm not really so much into superhero universes, and I have superheroes that I like. I like Wolverine. Don't care for the X-Men. I like Iron Man. Don't care for the Avengers. I like Doctor Doom. Don't care for the Fantastic Four, even though he's a villain. I like Red Hood. Don't really care for Batman. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So when a superhero like Spider-Man, I bought him. Did I play him? No, because I don't like Spider-Man. My son like him, so that's why I bought him. So the whole DC universe, you get to play as 4 separate characters. I don't care for any of these characters, so therefore I will not be playing the game. So that really prompted my, I'm just gonna stick with Helldivers. I'm gonna stick with the First Descendant as my games as a service for the year. I got Helldivers to carry me till First Descendant come out. You know what I mean? But some news recently has dropped about the game as far as the ongoing content and all the stuff they got planned coming soon to be coming after the game release. They got characters that they're going, push out. They got environments that they're gonna push out. They got boss variants they're gonna push out. They got a lot of things in place to, keep the player engaged over a period of time, which is what games as service all about. Because if you ain't got no content lined up, you ain't got no games as service, you're gonna have a dead game about a month. Because everybody gonna be done everything. And even with all the content that they have lined up, it's still a possibility of the hardcore gamer running through all that stuff. And then they run through it in a week, they chilling until the next thing come out, which is normal. Stuff like that go on in Destiny. You got folk run through the content in a couple of days, and they gotta sit up here and wait till the next thing come out. But I think them lining up so much material up and coming, because everybody not gonna run through all that stuff. Majority of folk gonna have that I don't want to say drip feed, but they gonna have that. They gonna constantly have something to chew on. You know what I mean? They gonna constantly have something to keep their tongue with, if you will. As far as, this is my refrigerator. As far as, content coming forth, new characters. Of course, you're gonna like new characters. Because like I said, I don't care for these characters in particular. But if we get a Red Hood, I'm in now. We get a Deathstroke, I'm in now. Because I like those individual characters. I don't care for Harley Quinn, don't give a darn. Don't care for King Shark, don't give Captain Boomerang. I don't care. I'm cool. I'm good. I got plenty of other things to play to keep busy while they drop. I might check it out for Joker. But as far as right now, I'm cool. Cause I'm not even that much of a fan of Joker. I think he's funny. I just think he's funny. Cause the stuff he doing just don't make no sense to me. It's just a bunch of erratic nonsense and chaos causing fuckery. But it is interesting to me how they got so much lined up, and I just think that's how you do a game as a service. You want to have so much lined up to where when the game come out, the game will theoretically have something to do for the first 2-3 seasons, And while the game is engaging throughout that whole 2-3 seasons, you building your next 4, 5, 6 seasons. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got it. You got a buffer there, so you can build whatever you need to build. And eventually, the game might catch up. Excuse me. The game might catch up with the content you got going on. Eventually, you know, some may not. Some may play for a week, drop off, and then come back later. You know, a game as a service don't necessarily have to be a straight line of people eating the whole time. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's gonna go down, sometimes it go up, sometimes go down, sometimes it go up. You just don't want it to do this. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do this, you're gonna want to have something extravagant to make it do this here again. You know what I'm saying? It's a way. It's kind of it's like a pulse. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to manage it, keep it going, keep it flowing. And like I said, I played Destiny for the duration. I played the Division. I played Division on and off. I ain't really as deep in it as I was with it, because Destiny was my joint. And I'm through. I'm finished with Bungie at this point. I'm done with them. But they seem to really struggle with maintaining that content. You know what I mean? Which, to a degree, I can understand, because they, to my knowledge, they're one of the longest running live service games as a service type of situation. Even Halo Infinite, they finished. They didn't make it. You know what I mean? They didn't make it for the long haul. You know, and I think an issue with some of these live service games is they want to run for 10, 12. That's too long. That's not realistic. Destiny was able to do what it do. That's not gonna happen on the regular. You know what I mean? What Fortnite do, that's not gonna happen on the regular. You want to have a realistic lifespan for your game as a service, because the Division 2 was supposed to end already. That's supposed to be done. But since so many people was engaging with it, they decided to keep it going. You know, in my opinion, you get you a live server game. You want to keep that joint going 3 to 4 years, in my opinion. 3 to 4. Maybe even 2 to 3. You don't need to be trying to maintain no game for no 10 years. That's not real. It's not gonna work. Folk gonna get tired of that content loop. It's on so much you're gonna be able to do. And amidst them 10 years, at some point, you're gonna have to do an upgrade to that engine. At some point, you're gonna have to do an upgrade. You know? And you creating a mess on top of mess on top of mess. And then you're gonna have to take stuff away that folks gonna complain. Destiny, they ain't no having to take stuff away, folk complain about it. Add it back in later. Oh, you just giving us the same stuff that you took away. It's a mess. Run you a live service game. 1 to 4 years. You can build up to a certain amount of content, like how they doing. They got the first 2-3 seasons already done. I think what they say, 18 months worth of content they got lined up. Boom. And in that 18 months of that game of enjoying that, they could build the next 18 months, then the next 18, or however they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? So it seems like they got a clear end of that whole lifespan of that service. You know what I mean? Because they not gonna be able to do that infinitely. People just gonna end up getting tired of it. Realistically, people just gonna end up getting tired of it. You know, in my opinion. Sure, they could just keep that joint going and drop villain after villain after villain after villain after villain. But how long are you gonna be able to maintain it's only a couple characters that once you go like this, it's only a couple characters they can drop to do this. You know what I mean? Unless eventually, towards the end, they bring forth heroes, because they'll be able to bring forth heroes from alternate universes, Elseworld, and you better use those if you want to, or however they want to do it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I like the way they going about doing it. They got a clear plan in place, clear content. You ain't got to worry about no roadmap right now. You got a decent roadmap. I think they're gonna be successful with this game. The DC fans gonna love it. The looter shooter fans gonna love it. And just all in general, the people that like a game as a service, they gonna love it. They gonna love it. Cause like I said, as soon as they drop character that I'm interested in, I'm picking it up and I'm gonna be playing it until I get sick of playing. You know what I mean? But that's all I got for right now. I just want to touch on that Suicide Squad situation. Planning and execute. We see the plan. We just gotta wait on the execute. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.